We were praying Arvit, and someone comes to the synagogue and says, one of the planes that was coming from Cologne to Panama City, it's about a 50-minute plane ride, didn't arrive. At the time, no one knew what happened. I rushed to the airport to see the family. People were crying. They heard that the plane crashed. No one knows if there are any survivors. I went with Sandy, my president's brother. We walked 4 hours in the middle of the night. We walked to the site of where the plane crashed. When we came there, maybe 5 o'clock in the morning, it was still dark. 21 people lost their lives. 12 members of the Jewish community, 2 members of our synagogue. One of them, Shaul Schwartz, Olav HaShalom, was not only the president of our synagogue at the time, he was the engine of the Ashkenazi community. He would come every day to prayers, although we had no minyan. He would walk with his kids a half hour on Shabbat, although they were the only kids in the synagogue. He put his money to make sure that the synagogue worked. He was there committed with heart and soul. He was one of the victims. At the time, the whole community was destroyed. So many important families were affected. It was a devastation. For me, my whole world came crashing down, dealing with the pain. I just came on shlichut. I just became the rabbi a couple months before. I was just 25, and having to deal with this was beyond belief.
Wird man erschrocken, was tut sich das in der Welt? Und was mit der und mit Schone, ist achscher dore bit mir. Am geht sich a kuken, nieder chelik a tevis geber und nieder seder wird als starker und nicht gedusche veruchni ist meschel beschelet nor lichiere leheper. A das ist a jinne von a Jahr, was dort gewaltig in Chai Yisrael.
It was a very dark time, like you said, like in a jungle. Everything was so confused. You don't know what happened. You know who had happened. You know not even the people that was on that plane. But you knew that something very big happened. The school just shut down. Parents started coming to school. People was crying on the school, like people that maybe had families there. And it was a very, very dark time for Panamanian community.
Wilde Sachen und wilde Aufführungen, was kommt vor in der exwenigste Welt, was kein Mal nicht gewinnt sei, wo das kommt sich mit einer Finsterkeit und nicht Nichtigkeit, was da in einige Kreisen, wo das macht noch größer die Nichtigkeit, abzugeben in Dichtigkeit, in ernste Dichtigkeit und nur da Jid kann zukommen und 19 eine Lampe oder wenigstens ein Licht oder wenigstens ein Licht.
Yo como presidente me siento seguro, honrado que él haya sido parte de la construcción de la sinagoga, no solamente la construcción física, la construcción ideológica y sentimental hacia la comunidad para traer luz a la comunidad y cada vez en su pensamiento y en su forma traer cada vez más luz a la comunidad. Y eso pienso que es algo que, así como una antorcha, y lo pienso de esa manera, es un legado que va pasándose de presidente en presidente, cómo uno puede traer más luz. Y el hecho de que hayan venido los Bajurims a Panamá y aportar más luz a la comunidad de Betel, que siempre ha estado buscando la forma de cómo llevar más luz a su gente, cómo llevarle más luz a sus miembros.
When I was a kid in school, we had Bajurim in the community and Bajurim in the yeshiva, and Bajurim that would come do activities with us, learn with us, meringue with us, take us on Miftzayim. So when I was younger already, I said, like, I need to be like these guys, like, you know, Geschmacke guys, Chassidish guys, having an impact on us, on the community. So as I grew up, it was always like, for sure, of course I'm gonna go on shlichus. I didn't know where or what or how or to who, but I definitely wanted to give off the same impact that they gave to me, to the next generation, I felt like kind of like an obligation.
When I was in Yeshiva High School, we recall the older Bachurim coming to help us and guide us in the Yeshiva and in the community. Being impacted from the older Bachurim, I decided I wanted to do that when I grew up.
I got a call from my shochat, asking if I would like to help and be a part of this new initiative of a new type of shluchis to Panama, opening up a yeshiva with Bajurim, learning and teaching the community, and various activities and outreach to the community.
One day, sitting in a central yeshiva in New York, studying, the yeshiva which sends out their senior students to all corners of the globe to impact and inspire, to teach yeshivot and in communities. The principal taps me on the shoulder while I was studying, and he tells me, "You know that we will be sending you to Panama." My first reaction was, "What's Panama? What's in Panama? Why are we going to Panama?" And he told me they're going to be opening up a kollel in the community to teach, to learn with the teens, to learn with the kids. And Panama was never on the table, to be honest. I never thought of going to Panama. It was something new, something revolutionary. And we didn't know anything about it. We didn't know the language, we didn't know the culture, we didn't know anyone there. That's where we were offered, so that's where we went.
Once I came through the doors of the airport, they opened up, saw a whole crowd waiting for us, men, women, children, a whole community of amazing people with such like a great energy, and you could just like see in the way that they received us that they wanted us to be here and that they were looking forward to us being here. So that increased my excitement too, and that increased my sense of mission, my sense of purpose. Like there's people here like waiting and excited that I'm here and that all of us are here, that all the Bachurim are here. We really have to give to them, we really have to be there for them.
One night I'm hearing this music and I say to my wife, "Oh, there must be a chasana downstairs. We should go. It's too bad we were invited." And it's like, well, we don't know. I'd be tempted just to walk next door. Little did I know that was the Hanukkah Bayit of the Shluchim's sons that had just started a kollel that were celebrating, singing and dancing, and I really wish that I had gone next door.
I think I met you in like my first few weeks here, and just like the friendliness of the people, like just like saying hi to you in the supermarket and, "Oh, where are you from?" Like they thought maybe like I'm a tourist. I don't know, I'm gonna be living here for like 2 years, But like just to meet one guy for one time to say hi to him.
Almost every Thursday night we learn when we're in town, and it's been amazing. We learn Parsha, we learn the Rebbe on the Parsha of the week.
Moshe is an amazing person with a lot of life experience. He's been through a lot, and just hearing how different life experiences and different hardships and different battles that he's survived and that he's thrived and come out of, so changed. So hearing how he resonated with these experiences in the Sikha really also brought to life the conversation of the message the Rebbe wants to give to us and how he applied it to his life right there on the spot. We were opening a Sikha.
Especially with our son Avi, who's our youngest son, he makes his way over here almost every Shabbat, and also during the week for many other things, the activities that the Bachurim and the kollel guys have been organizing. So the positive effect that it's had on our son, Avi, has been immense, and he's been inspired very much, and he inspires others to come. And he's been really able to connect with Betel and with the Bachurim and with the kollel guys, and then he in turn inspires other boys to come and to spend time. So it's been an amazing, big influence on our family, I think.
One day, not long after I arrived, I was studying and learning. Rabbi Shochat offered me to make a chabruta with someone from the community. Of course I said yes, because that's what we came to do. We came to study and learn with the community.
Yo regresé aquí a Panamá y porque yo me enteré que había un kollel que abrió aquí en Panamá. Hablé con el Ramendi cuando vine y me recuerdo que fue en las fiestas. Y el Ramendi me dijo que mucho gusto pudo entrar.
So I'm sitting learning with Gabriel, and it comes up in the conversation that he had a rough time.
La yeshiva donde yo estaba primero, no me sentía cómodo, no estaba aprendiendo mucho, la pasé muy difícil.
So we continued learning every day, and eventually started to come more often, and he eventually became a member of the kollel.
Y también agradezco mucho a Shmuel, que con él está estudiando Gemara, y la verdad estoy aprendiendo mucho con él sabe mucho, y siento que me siento a gusto con ellos dos. La verdad, todo este tiempo que estuve en la yeshiva la pasé excelente. No solamente que estudié con los Bajurim, sino que también me hacen ser parte de ellos. He ido a diferentes fiestas, Fabrengen, cenas de Shabbat, y me siento que soy parte de ellos. Y ayudo a otras personas a estudiar y cumplir la mitzvah de ayudar a otras personas. Pero lo principal es que no ayudar físicamente, sino que ayudar espiritualmente por medio del estudio.
I remember walking in to literally the first place in Zona Libre, and I see someone sitting at his desk, and I say, "Hi, I just came to Panama to be part of the Kollel." And he greeted me with such happiness, such warmth, and he said, "What do I need? What are you doing here?" I told him what we came to do, and he literally helped us, guided us, and showed us, all the Jewish businesses, the Jewish business owners, Jewish employees, and really helped us navigate throughout Zona Libre. And I didn't know at that time, but that person was actually Michael Austriak, who was the president of Betel.
Recuerdo hace unas semanas que invité a un bajur a la casa a un fabrengue antes de Shabbat. Y era justo la hora antes de la noche y justamente él entró y preguntó, ¿alguien nos ha puesto tefilim? Y era justo la hora antes de Shabbat. Y una de las personas que estaban ahí, éramos como 6, y uno de ellos dijo, no, yo no me lo he puesto. Y él no lo pensó ni un segundo y me dijo, Michael, ¿dónde están tus tefilim? Agarró, se los puso, pero se los puso con una sonrisa. De una manera que la persona que se iba a hacer la mitzvah la hizo sonreído, la hizo contento. Y estoy seguro que no solamente la puesta del tefilim, sino el impacto que va a crear eso en la persona y los 4 o 5 que estamos alrededor de él, va a crear luz en ese momento antes de Shabbat. Y ese es el propósito que yo veo en los Bajurim, trayendo alegría y luz a la comunidad.
Beryl comes in, Beryl Solomon, and Beryl asks, "Can we learn some Siddur together, Shul?" So I was like, sure, it's always a pleasure learning Siddur with Beryl. So he sits down, I sort of clue him into what we're in the middle of learning, and we get right into it. And then, 5 minutes before the section of the day for Chassidus is over, 5 minutes, 5 to 9, Beryl sees someone walking outside, and he dashes out. He's like, wait here a second, Yisrael. And he comes back with someone else, this fellow named Jordan.
I'd like to say specifically to Israel, thank you very much for all of the concepts you've taught me, the resources you've pointed me towards to continue my learning journey, and for the patience that you have afforded during the year that you've been teaching me. And I'm sure there are many other people in the community that feel the same way, as every time I walk into a class with Israel, I see many other individuals taking the same advantage of the resource that you guys have afforded us here.
We started learning every week together, sometimes in the Kalel, a lot of times Jordan was all over the world, so via the telephone. And from learning together, we got a chance for bring a lot together, say a lot of l'chaim together, and it overall, without a doubt, became one of the, definitely of my year, one of the highlights and one of the very, very unique interactions. And obviously, leaving Panama, that's not going to end. And yeah, from 5 minutes in the morning to this is a lifetime friendship.
It's been a very, very great experience since I met Israel. He took me through the basics of Torah from, let's even call it below 101, down to a little bit more advanced level over the year. And the only regret that I have is that we don't have a little bit more face-to-face time, but I know he has some other important things to go ahead and achieve in other places around the world.
En Purim llegaron 5 Bajurims a mi oficina disfrazados y al principio dije, estos manes están locos. Llegaron aquí cantando una bocina, disfrazados de bananas y disfrazados de blanco y vestidos, algo, y repartiendo dulces, y yo digo, wow, ¿qué está pasando aquí?
Este año, como por 3 meses, estudiaba con el Bajur Yaakov y todos los martes o también lunes o domingos estudiamos el Masejet Makot, que era muy complicado, pero él me ayudó a entenderlo y así también pude aumentar en Torah mientras ustedes estaban en Panamá.
Un momento un poquito difícil cuando Aaron tuvo un accidente. Él estaba jugando básquetbol y se accidentó y tuvo como una fractura en la nariz. Y al día siguiente el doctor diagnosticó que tenían que hacerle una cirugía. Él estaba muy nervioso, él estaba obviamente preocupado, los padres también, y sentí que necesitaba ayuda y ayuda urgente. Así como Hay otras organizaciones que se encargan de las partes médicas, de ayudar. Yo siento que tanto Kobe como Jacob, que fue lo que llegaron, se encargaron de la parte espiritual. Ellos llegaron y levantaron a Aarón y lo subieron de una forma increíble, y eso lo ayuda mucho para poder estar mucho más tranquilo y poder hacer su cirugía y su proceso de una forma mucho más cómoda y mucho más alegre.
Me ponía muy feliz que yo pude, a la vez del Bajurim, reunir a todos mis amigos para hacer cosas buenas, para hacer mitzvot y cosas que tengan siempre con principios de Torah y no cosas de otro estilo, pues eso me puso muy feliz.
Desde mi papá, que piensa igual, yo y una generación como la de mi hijo, que ya hace actividades con ellos, hace paseos con ellos, hace shiurs con ellos, le hacen noches de sushi, noche de pizza, noche de fútbol. Mira, lo que sea que tenga que hacer para hacerlos sentir cómodos y con un propósito de avanzar en el judaísmo.
So Moshe is a perfect example of shliach shliach. That one shliach and one Jew lights the flame of another Jew, and then it's just a domino effect, and it just keeps on going. So the Rebbe, who sent us on shlichus here, empowered us with the mission to rekindle the spark within a Jew, to learn with a Jew, connect with a Jew, connect over Torah. And me and Moshe really connected over learning, and we've learned a lot of very inspiring messages from the Rebbe, which changed our lives. And I saw that in Moshe's life, after his flame got lit and he started to get excited about the Chassidus and about learning and about getting other people involved, so his son Avi got involved.
But we're talking about the Bajurim Rebbe, Zatzal, has had that effect on me personally and that effect on my son, and how many other lives have we been able to change, each in its own way, as a result of sending shluchim all over the world. And then to have them come to Panama and next door to my apartment. I could go on and on about the implications there, but clearly the effect that one person can have on the world is reflected in me, and how many millions of people can we multiply that by?
That impact that just one Bajur could have.
Un Bajur hace una acción.
Only with one person.
Esa acción influye a un judío.
One chavrusa, 1 hour a day, can change and impact their life.
Ese judío, que soy yo,
in a way that you can never imagine.
Influye a otro judío, y ese judío influye al mundo entero.
Just for that, just for one Jew, one person, it was worth it to come to Panama.
I mean, just from literally one encounter starting in an office in Cologne, everything can change. And that truly is unbelievable. Not just do you impact one person and do you learn and you start to connect with one, but really that one person becomes a lamplighter of his own, and he goes and carries the flame and passes it on to his family, his children, his friends, and they pass it on to someone else, and they pass it on to another.
Hicimos una conexión de amistad mucho más allá que de enseñanza. Seguro que la parte de la enseñanza aportó y ayudó mucho a que todo lo demás fluyera, pero yo personalmente siento que yo gané algo, fuera de todo el trabajo que hicieron la comunidad y el estudio y las actividades a los niños. Para mí personalmente fue de las primeras conexiones en mi oficina, en mi casa, en la sinagoga, en el Shabbat y en las fiestas. La verdad fue un lujo para mí contar con estas personalidades.
It was obvious that this is going to be something really impactful, but how exactly and the extent to which the amount of people, the Bajurim as a whole, would get to know on each person individually, and how well they'd get to know them, and how quickly the Bajurim would become inculcated and one with the community over here, was really nothing that I think anybody could imagine, and it was amazing to see and be a part of and experience as well.
And although I'm sad to see all of you guys, or a great deal of you guys go, especially Israel, I know that we will stay in contact, and the relationships that have been formed here, some of which and hopefully all of which will last for many years to come. And we wish you guys success in your future journey, and we hope you stay connected to Panama and to our families. And again, thank you for all of the knowledge, the time, and the joy you brought this year to us, and good luck in your future endeavors and journey.
Da lichtig leben begashmius, wenn hat der Ehre zu teilen. Und das macht ihm lichtig, noch als geht weg in sein Miske. Als geht weg zu seinem Job, als geht weg und setzt sich essen. Über sie kann haben ein lichtiges Essen mit einer lichtigen Parnasse und kann bezahlen die Mogig und mit Mispol werden von allerlei Schwierigkeiten. Sieht mit die Lichtigkeit, wenn hat ein Quiz in Beteiligung in demselben Tag. Will haben heutigen Tag einen lichtigen, darf heutigen Tag haben Ehre zu teilen. Das Hälfte aber der Quisiten bei jedem auf dem ganzen Jem, Quisiten bei Weiler auf dem ganzen Leiber.
Esta foto, a mí, y lo conversé con el rabino varias veces, decía, esto es algo que ni en los sueños podía pensar que era posible tener bajo el techo de Betel y las alas de Betel un colel con 12 bajurims talentosos. Me preguntas, es un sueño, porque no es algo que lo veía viniendo ni en 100 años y yo creo que mucho menos en mi presidencia.
I can definitely say today that when we go to Free Zone, the Bajurim are definitely not lost anymore. Today when we go, the amount of people that we get to meet, put on tefillin with, learn a Dvar Torah, do a mitzvah, just to speak, just to connect, is truly unbelievable. From the first encounter to the tens and tens of people that are putting on tefillin every week, to the tens and tens of people that are learning something on Torah every week in Cologne, and to the many people that they carry what they took on that Friday when they go home for Shabbat, when they go home, when they go to the synagogue, and they carry that message back to Panama City. That is truly remarkable. One Jew at a time, one word of Torah at a time, and one mitzvah at a time.
Vinieron con una fuerza imponente a traerle más luz a este centro. Y eso se siente, se nota con cada uno de ellos que vino a esta comunidad. Por alguna razón son 12 que fueron las personas que tuvieron en ese accidente. Y estas 12 personas, en memoria de esta gente que estuvo en ese accidente, vino a traerle luz.